Hello again. I just went live with my Alexa Flash Briefing update, and now I'm going to show you how I process that. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look, okay? I just am doing this in a really impromptu fashion, so who knows what we're going to run into when I start sharing my desktop, but that should make it exciting. Okay, so let me share my screen. And as you can see, we are now in my favorite application for recording called Zencastr. I'm going to download the final mix. What it does is once I record something, it gives me a WAV file and an MP3 file, and it levels out those recordings so it sounds good. It also gives me these cool sound effects. If I want to add sound effects, it just makes it super convenient, but you definitely don't need this application. All right, so it's downloaded. So now the very next thing I'm going to do is I am going to upload this at my favorite application software for distributing my flash briefing. It's called SoundUp Now. If you go to soundupnow.com and if you end up signing up for this, I have an affiliate code called Front Row, which also gives you a nice discount. Every day, for some reason, my computer logs out of all my stuff, and it's about to drive me crazy. I have done everything I can think of so that this doesn't happen. I don't know what's going on. All right, so now we're going to click Add New Briefing, and I am going to, right here, the title is, I call it marketing news because for SEO purposes. I think more people might be searching for marketing news than Front Row Entrepreneur. May 3rd. And then I have two feeds actually because I have two briefings, but this one is my primary feed. Then I'm going to choose the file that we just downloaded. And really I should have changed the name for SEO purposes, but I'm not going to make you wait for that. Where is it? You know what? I am going to move it onto the desktop. I'm going to show it in the Finder. I'm going to change the name. May 3rd Flash Briefing. It is May 3rd, I hope. Lord, let me check. Yes. Okay. All right, May 3rd Flash Briefing, and I'm going to drag that onto my desktop for now. Okay. And so now it should be easier to find. Desktop. Flash. Right there. Click OK. And I'm not seeing your comments right now, so forgive me if I'm not talking to you. I can hear them coming, but I can't see them. Okay, so I got that, and now we're going to make the date today's date. But what I love is that I could do this in advance if I wanted to. Like I could record tomorrow's and just give it tomorrow's date. So, and I could do this up to as many days as I want. So if I was super on the ball, that's what I would do. All right, and then my briefing image, I'm just going to choose my standard Flash Briefing logo. And then in the lower left-hand corner, we'll see, let me double check that I got everything. Okay, and then if in the lower left-hand corner, it will tell me that it's uploading. So 80% done. It is completely uploaded. Now I see this screen, and that's what we just uploaded right there. So now that's it. That's all. That's how long it takes to process your Alexa Flash Briefing. But I want to take it one step further. So now we're going to go to sparemen.com and shout out to Nancy in the Front Row VIP, who told me about this amazing free app. See, I got to sign in again. What the hell? All right, good. And what we want is the audiogram wizard. So this is where we're going to drop our audio file. I'm just going to use this one to make it easy. Well, that didn't work. So let me choose the one from the desktop. And then click next. Keep that. I'm going to do square, but I could do landscape or portrait too. And I'm just going to change this to my my pink. And you know, let's see, EC2390. This is, it shows an audio wave, right? I can't remember. I always forget which one I choose. I think I like bricks, I think. And then I want that to be on the bottom of my image. And then I'm going to pick my background image, which is that same logo. And that doesn't look right, so I want to widen the crop. Click crop. And that's it. I'm going to create a project. Now, it's also going to give me transcription over the top of it. So if people don't have their sound on, they can also read it. So this is a short one. It's not going to take long. They'll send me an email when it's done, but I'm just going to leave that tab open. And now we're going to go over to ManyChat. And I'm going to go to broadcasting. And the great thing about doing this every day is that if you use ManyChat or Messenger bots, you know that your audience does not want to, I mean, you're not allowed to send a broadcast to your audience, a subscription broadcast, if you haven't spoken to them in 24 hours. But by doing this daily, I have spoken to them. So, I mean, you have to go through an extra step, I should say. And I don't have to do that since I'm in daily communication with these folks. Okay, so, hey. And the other thing is, I really need to just set up I could just pick a flow, so I wouldn't even have to redo this every time. But I'm going to show you how to create it properly from scratch. So, hey, first name, here is today's flash briefing. I share updates about LinkedIn and part 2 of the Facebook F8 conference. Oh, darn it. F8 conference. It's only about 2 minutes. Okay, now you never take for granted that people know what to do. I have learned this. So right there, we want to click an emoji, and I'm going to click the down pointy hand. Okay, so it's showing click there, right? And then here, I'm going to say listen now. And I also want to make sure, no, I'm going to say click to listen. And I want to put an emoji in there as well because people miss it. And if the emoji button doesn't show up, just go up to Edit, Emoji and Symbols. And I'm going to use this finger, this little pointy finger. Okay? And then here, I'm going to say no thanks. Now, this is important. I'm not going to put an emoji there because I don't want them to click no thanks, okay? If they want to click no thanks, it's there, but I'm not going to I don't need to be drawing attention to that. So now I'm going to go to Flow Builder. And if I wasn't talking through this, I'd already be done, okay? It's just so fast. So now I'm going to say click to listen. And then I am going to, you know what I've started doing? I used to upload the video. Then I realized if I upload the video that we just created in SpareMen, they have to download it. I like it because it looks pretty, but it's faster for them if you do this, which is open a website. All right, so we're going to go back over to Spearmint and see if it's done. It is done. So now I'm going to click export. And just click export. And you see on the left, that's all the transcription. I don't have it turned on because I don't want to make you, like, ideally you would go through here and make sure all the words were correct, but I'm not going to do that now, so I've got it turned off, so it's not going to show up on here. I'm sorry, I thought I'd already done this step, so it'll take a few seconds for that to generate. While that's happening, we're going to go back over to ManyChat, and all right, so what I'm going to do is when they click this button, it'll open up the link to that Spearmint update, okay? So all right, now here with no thanks, this is really important. So I am going to click there, action group, and I'm going to add an action. And the action that I'm going to add is remove tag. And the tag that I'm going to remove is flash briefings. So what I did was I sent out a message to all my subscribers and said, hey, I'm going to start doing this flash briefing thing. Are you interested in receiving it? If they clicked yes, they automatically got the tag that they, what's up with this light? They automatically got the tag that they were interested in flash briefing. So they got that tag. But day by day, as I send them out, some people I'm sure find it annoying to get this ding ding in their message every day. So I give them the option to say no thanks. When they say no thanks, I remove that tag. And now tomorrow, like the people who click on that today, are not going to get my flash briefings anymore. They'll get none. Okay, so that's set up. So let's see if our Spearmint is done. It's still generating. Poop. All right, let me go back and see if there's anything else I should show you in ManyChat, because that will pretty much be it. And then once that's done, you'll see the next steps on how I target the right people, how I make sure I send it to the right people. Also, it's a good idea to name every step of the way. So I'm going to say flash briefing May 3rd. Okay, so that's saved. And then I'm going to call this right there on actions, click on the word, and I'm going to say no thanks. So I know what that step is if I just look at a glance. And all right, let's check our link. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, it looks like we just have a few more seconds. I'm going to see if anybody's out there. And if you are, we can chat for a minute. Let me see if there's any chat going on. Oh, we've got sound up in the house, and I got a piece of cake. Thank you. And Tracy, hello. And oh, Nika, thank you for sharing those links. And Tracy says that's cool. And okay, so let's go check and see if our thing it's ready. Thank God. Okay, so now it says here, hey Catherine. Okay, so I'm gonna click download it here. Now when I click download, I'm definitely want to download it, but here's the link. This is what we want. So I'm going to click copy. Now I've got the link, and we're going to go back over to ManyChat and click back on there. And notice there's like a little lightning bolt. Wait a minute. Cancel. I need to get rid of that action step. Cancel. The lightning bolt is telling me that this step is not complete yet. So that's a good thing. So you wouldn't be able to send out this. You wouldn't be able. We are not seeing your screen. Oh, thank you for reminding me. You would not be able to send out this broadcast if your link was not there. All right. And as far as web view size, I just want to keep it native to ManyChat. And I'm not going to. I want to get rid of this performs action. I don't know why that's still there. Hopefully that won't stay there. All right, I'm going to click done. And definitely, so let me reread this. And it says, hey, first name, here's today's flash briefing. I share updates about LinkedIn and part 2 of the Facebook F8 concert. It's only about 2 minutes. All right, click to listen or no thanks. And that all looks good. So now what I'm going to do, the very next step is to preview this. So I heard the ding, and now I'm going to open Messenger. I would normally test this out on my phone, but you can't see my phone, so we're going to go into my Messenger, and there it is. You can see all my other tests here. All right, click to listen. So I clicked it, and we want to see if it works. Oh, I clicked no thanks by accident. Click to listen. There it is. Hey, it's your Front Row Entrepreneur Flash Briefing, and I'm Jen Lehner at jenlehner.com. All right, so it worked. So now you're going to see me send it out. And if you're subscribed to this via Messenger, everybody's going to hear the ding. Let's go over here to ManyChat. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so now we're going to click Go Next. Okay, this is a subscription broadcast, and my targeting is going to be a tag, and I'm going to say is Flash Briefings. Oh, sorry. There. And also, I'm going to get rid of myself, actually. And I'm going to get rid, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, nice and clean. Okay, so I'm going to say the tag is Flash Briefings. Come on. Why is it not going in there? Okay, it's there. See it? Tag is Flash Briefings. Start sending now. I always get nervous at this point. It's like a MailChimp. If you've ever used MailChimp and right before you hit send, that monkey starts sweating. Well, this monkey is sweating always, every time. But here we go, because I'm always afraid it's going to tick people off. All right, ready? Go. Send now. It's gone. Let me know if you get the ding, ding, ding. And that is it, you guys. Like, literally, it would have taken a quarter of that amount of time that it just took. But because I was teaching, so I'm talking and I'm explaining everything. But normally, I do this every day, and it takes me about 10 minutes. I mean, I've really gotten it down to a very quick process. So I highly recommend using your bot in this fashion if you're already creating any sort of like daily content. Think about how you might be able to turn this into something that you could share with your bot subscribers. And I think you meant got it, Jason. So funny. Okay. Can you, but I was focused. Thank you, Discover Myrtle Beach. And still use for a weekly podcast. Absolutely, I do use it for a weekly podcast, Jason, but I sadly really am off my podcasting game. I just had a few things that happened that I mean, honestly, you're just hearing a bunch of excuses right now, but I have not created a proper podcast in a few weeks. So I'm getting ready to ramp that back up again, and this will definitely be a part of that. It's, you know, and honestly, it's like anytime I publish something that I think will truly be helpful, I'll send it out. I know a lot of people do it with every move they make. I don't think it's good for that. I think it's really great for live streaming. It's really great for webinars. In fact, I just listened to a great podcast episode, David Siteman Garland, who has a podcast called Rise to the Top, and he interviewed Tim Page, who used to do all the Lead Pages webinars, and now he's basically a gun for hire on webinars. And everybody knows that webinars just aren't what they used to be in the show up rate, because we've trained everybody to wait for the replay. But you still want to get people on live as much as you can. And they talked about using webinars and he talked about the rate at which they do it. I think they do it like a week before, an hour before. They do it maybe 10 minutes before. And then while after they've gone live, like, hey, we're live, you could still join reminders. I mean, I am super careful about the rules. And when I teach bots, I always, really overemphasize that you just want to be compliant, because ManyChat is, they're a guest on Facebook. And anytime Facebook decides that ManyChat is not, they don't want ManyChat or whatever, they're gone. And that's fine, because you could just build a bot somewhere else. But if you break the rules, they could do lots of things. Not only they stop you from using a bot, they could completely suspend your Facebook account. And that would be like business suicide for many of us. Like I could not, I don't know. I don't know if I could survive having my Facebook. Literally, I don't know if I could. It's not a great place to be in. But anyway, just having said that, there are some strict rules, and you need to know that before you ever send out a bot. And also to make sure you aren't annoying people with things that aren't relevant to them. Even now, like, it's always been one of the things we tout about Facebook bots is that the open rate is so off the charts, like 90% open rate, and then a really high click-through rate. But even those people are now starting to understand that when they hear that ding, it's not necessarily their buddy or their pal sending them a personal message, but it was a broadcast sent out to everyone, so they don't feel compelled to click on it or respond. So, and I suspect that will be the case moving forward. So if we want to keep our open rates and click-through rates really high, we just have to make sure that every single time we send out a broadcast, it's not a dud. That it is something that's going to help them along in their day, or be very valuable to them. And oh goodness, I forgot the most important thing on that broadcast. Oh my goodness. Okay, so every single time you send out a broadcast, there needs to be another message underneath it that says, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I always do it. Let me just show you what I was supposed to do. Where is our ManyChat? There it is. Okay. So let's go back to the broadcast. Let me see if I can open it up. Okay. So what I would do is in Flow Builder, click in here. I don't think it's going to let me edit it. All right, let me just do copy and edit. Okay, what I would do is go to Flow Builder, and then right here, I would type delay. All right, and that looks, you've seen that before. When you're inside Messenger, it's that little bubble and the dot, dot, dot. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen again. All right, so it's the little you see the little bubble and the dot, 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 and it looks like the person on the other end is typing. That's this. So I just put in a typing 3-second delay. Then I am going to add text, and it will say, this is so important, if you ever want to unsubscribe, type stop. And I've got some automation set up so that when they type stop, they are automatically unsubscribed, and they get another message that says, no problem, first name. If you ever want to resubscribe, you know where to find me. And that's it. Now I got to get back to work. I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you later. Have a great day.